lends itself to, more and more time. And by the time I finished playing Sunny, I almost felt like it was just the beginning of Sunny. My first with Amazon Prime. It's an amazing platform. I think every actor would feel proud to collaborate with them. And and we've had an amazing time. Their contracts are very scary, but in person they are amazing. If I may be honest. I was like, man, this is going to be tough, and then it was just so smooth. So thank you to the entire team for making us feel so comfortable and making our creativity, allowing our creativity to kind of meander all over the place, and hopefully something good will come out of it. My first time with Vijay sir, I called him the first time we launched the show, the little teaser that we did, I called him Makkal Selvan. So I'm going to say Makkal Selvan again to him because he just has the personality, it suits him. It's such a beautiful term for him, and it's been a privilege to work with him. We don't have so much of the show together. We're always running parallel to each other, and then there are, sometimes when we cross tracks, and whatever little I got to work with him. In fact, not just work with him, but while we were promoting, I find his mind so interesting. He's truly an actor at heart, and I wish to do much more work with him, and I wish to learn from him. I think there's a lot one can learn from him. He's such a phenomenal artist, and it's a privilege to have him on the show. And it's great to have Raashii, where is Raashii? Hi Raashii, what's up? It's great to debut with her. We actually were all stuck in a hotel, during COVID. So it was nice that we all got along, because we had to look at each other's face all the time. Option hi nahi tha, in Goa. So, we became friends, and it was amazing working with her. She's done phenomenally well in this, in the character of Megha. And there is obviously Farzi, Firoz, Arre absolutely loved it. All the Mumbaiya-ness in me came out when I worked with Bhuvan. And he's been like a younger brother on the whole show, and I wish him all the best. It's his debut, and he has done amazingly well in the show. Please watch out for him. He's fantastic. Sunny is incomplete without Firoz. And Amol sir, thank you for being the heart of the show. As you will see the show, you will understand that Nanu is really the heart of the show. And everything comes from the integrity of Nanu's character. And nobody better to represent that integrity than Amol sir. He just has it written all over him. So it's been a privilege.
Thank you, Shahid.
I always keep it short and sweet.
I love it. Thank you. No, you can go on.
Who would say no?
Exactly. You want to take us back to that moment when you landed this?
Actually, yes, Mukesh Chabra, who did the casting for FORZI, he called me one day. He said, there's this fabulous character, and I see you in this, and we want you to do this meeting with Raj DK sir. And it happened on Zoom, of course, because those were the COVID times. I was like, will they be able to see me? What will happen? Like, will they be able to judge or anything? And so we went on the Zoom meeting. They sort of told me that this was the character, this was what they were looking for, and I think Raj and DK sir saw some clipping of mine, and they really liked me in that, and they thought, okay, this is Megha. And I cannot explain the feeling that I had. I mean, when it's like you hit the jackpot. That's the feeling I got. They are the pioneers of the long format, and of course I was very, very happy to be on board. And I knew that there was Shahid, there was Vijay Sethupathi sir at that time. I didn't know there was Bhuvan also, and Amol sir also. And my father also was a huge fan of yours, and he had come on set, and he was extremely excited to see him. And you truly are the heart of our show. Bhuvan, you're such a cracker. I mean, I didn't expect that. Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes. You've really, really done such a great job, as I can see. Sethupathi sir, I love you too. And there was so much comfort on this set because of Sethupathi sir also, and also because of Shahid. But first I'd like to talk about Sethupathi sir. The first day he was on set, I knew it was his first day. I knew he'd be nervous, and I saw him and I jumped to him. I literally jumped and I went to him and I hugged him. And Raj sir saw me and he's like, what happened to this girl? Suddenly, she's just out of character and she's jumping in joy. But I think that's the warmth that he exudes, that you automatically feel so much love for him. And it's been a great ride. Thank you, sir. You're such a wonderful actor, and it's so nice to be a part of this show with you.
Thanks, sir.
And Shahid, of course, I mean, what to say. The fact that he decided to do a show, and that too with Raj and DK sir, I think in itself says a lot about what the show is going to be. And everybody knows he's a fantastic actor, but I think you will see Shahid in a completely different, new way in this series. And I think, of course, he's taken this show to another level with his talent. Shahid, it was wonderful working with you. You're fabulous and keep doing the fabulous things you keep doing. And I have to talk about Raj DK sir and the character that they've written for me. My character's name is Megha. And like in this series, you delve into it blindly because you know that there are these creators who will give you something that will be wonderful or that will be remembered. And I think Megha for me will always be remembered, not just for me but also for the audience, because she is a character who every modern woman would relate to in the world of patriarchy, in the man's world, how a girl sustains herself and how the challenges that she faces, and in every little victory that she has, all the women will cheer for her. So I'm really looking forward to women seeing this, women seeing Megha, and the show on the whole is a cracker for sure.
Wow, thank you. Wow.
Thank you.
Are you sure you guys haven't made a love story?
I have not seen anything at all, and I think I'm the only one. So everybody is telling, and right now also I don't know for everybody, but have I actually done a good job? I have no clue. So I'm like very nervous, and I'm really looking forward to the release date. And I'm like, दिखा दो भाई, कुछ तो दिखा दो. मैंने तो ट्रेलर भी अभी देखा है, वो भी लेट आ रहा था पीछे लूप होके.
I can say that it was working with this complete young team was sheer pleasure and nothing fuzzy about it. Absolute pleasure. Working with Raj and DK, directors who know exactly what they want, not only exactly what they want, but they want to be different than what they have done, was something which was so heartwarming and so lovely to be there. Shahid, of course, such a fantastic actor that he is. I have been his fan for a long time, and to work with him was sheer pleasure. Same with this young man, Bhuvan, sheer pleasure. Working with this entire team was so fulfilling. I only regret that I didn't have any chance to work with Vijay Sethupathi. I have been a great fan of his work also. I have been watching him in various roles and nothing but admiration for him.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And of course, the glamorous part of the entire team, it was really, I missed working with her because there was no scene between us. But I must say that particularly in Goa shoot, which was the major shoot, it was so much fun, it was so much like a picnic. We all, whether we were shooting or we were not shooting, we used to have a ball there. And it was so lovely, so lovely. I must say thanks to Raj and DK for making me part of this young team and making it so very enjoyable. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
They officially came to me ready to offer me a show. I guess they were in the process of developing it. And that's when I showed interest in wanting to do something with them on OTT, and then they said that they had the show. And then we kind of spent, I think, 5 or 6 months talking about the show. They would take me through it at various stages. Whether they liked it or not, I would give my feedback. And what happened by the time we reached the set is that I didn't feel like an actor who steps into a role maybe a couple of weeks before, preps for about a week, has 3 meetings and feels he owns it. I don't like doing that anymore. I feel that's very pompous. I think it's much nicer to try and become a part of the team. If you want to have a voice, it shouldn't be just because you're the star of the show, it should be because you're as much a team member as everybody else. And I wanted to do that on this show. So we actually spent a lot of time talking to each other, discussing the character, the various facets of the character, the entire angle of Sunny being an artist and that being the face of his character, like if you see in the promotion also, it's very much, you know, the artistic energy of Sunny. It has been pushed out a lot, you know. And all that happened while we were talking and discussing about how to make it different and fresh and unpredictable. And so I wetted myself in that journey. The rest of it, you know, all my Mumbaianess came out just when I met this bugger. When he came on set and he started, you know, Feroz, and it's got this accent, he talks, I was like, okay, I remember that when I was 18 years old, you know, and going in the train for my Shamak Dawar classes, you know, that was the bunch of boys that I used to hang with, and that was the underbelly of Mumbai that I was a part of that, you know, when I was living that middle class, normal youngster wanting to do something in life. A lot of it came from the conversations, a lot of it came from my co-actors, the people that I worked with. And I don't really have a process. I'm very instinctive and organic about how I like to do it. Is she back from the bathroom? Or should I keep going till she... It's a long break.
We're recording it.
Show it to Bhavna. Usko bathroom mein dikha do.
You know, I do want to ask her second
It comes
part.
very naturally to me. I want people to kind of get engaged and involved as opposed to shouting and telling them to give me attention. It's not my thing. So this allowed me to do that, you know, and I love long format for that very reason. I probably consumed more in terms of hours on long format than I have in a film theatre in the last couple of years for various reasons. So I felt very comfortable and I was actually looking forward to the opportunity.
I was convinced to have shoots so I can get time. நேரம் கிடைக்கல தொடர்ந்து ஷூட் இருந்தால என்னால் பண்ண முடியல. நான் அதனால் சொன்னேன் ஏன்னா ரொம்ப நேரம் ஆன ஒரு சீரீஸ் ஃபுல்லாக டப் பண்ணுறது. ஸோ அது 8 எபிசோட்ஸ் டப் பண்ணும் என்கிட்ட அது நேரம் இல்லை. ஸோ அதனால் நான் மன்னிப்பு கேட்டுக்கொண்டேன். மன்னிக்கும்
இல்லை ஏன்னா உங்கள் ஆடியன்ஸ் வந்து தமிழ் நம்மளை
அதான் சார் உண்மைதான் சார். ஆனால் அதை எதிர்பார்க்கல நான் முடியாமல்
Celebrations, maybe you were also in the loop. But like I said, I spent a lot of time with them talking about the content and you know, for me, a lot of the preparation happens in those conversations and I like to engage as early as possible in case I have the opportunity. And doing different types of content, I mean, I was doing Kamine in 2007, 2008, you know, so I'm always looking for content which is different and not necessarily boxed into being, you know, the mainstream, typical, commercial, boring, nothing excited about it kind of. I'm always looking to do something which kind of shakes it up, and this was totally up that alley. So I just jumped on it, man.
all the best.
Thank you so much.
What was fascinating to watch and to be part of the whole shooting process was DK and Raj. I have noticed even in the past and while shooting I noticed it even more. You know, they are creating something larger than life. They are creating something which is heightened drama, and to sustain it for such a long time requires a complete command over the craft. But the interesting part of it was, while creating the heightened drama, everybody, the performances and everything was not heightened. All the characters, all the performances are, when you see the actual product, you'll realize that what is usually called as underacting. Everybody is underacting, and that combination of a heightened drama with underacting is so fascinating, and I thoroughly enjoyed that because I think that's my turf.
No, because you taught us this. Let's not shy away from that. Thank you. You gave us this language in cinema. So thank you, sir, for that.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'd like to add to it. He said he has a guest appearance in the show. I feel he has a guest of honor appearance.
Whoa.
Every...
Can I add to that?
Thank you so much.
Because we're having fun. Guest appearance नहीं, best appearance है.
Whoa.
याद रखिएगा.
आपकी तरह उनके बाल हैं, हेयर स्टाइल है, आपकी तरह वो वीडियो बनाते हैं और बहुत सारा फर्जी पैसा कमाते हैं. तो ऐसे लोगों के लिए शाहिद क्या कहें?
हम लोग ने बहुत सारे काउंटरफीट नोट बनाए हैं इस फिल्म के अंदर, उन सबको आप वो नोट्स भेज सकते हैं। रियल शायद फिलहाल मैं फर्जी हूँ ब्रदर, 10 फेब तक मैं फर्जी हूँ।
और ऐसा कौन नहीं दिखना चाहेगा, ये भी तो बात है सर। ऐसा कौन नहीं दिखना चाहेगा, ये भी तो बात है।
कौन नहीं दिखना चाहेगा?
कोई नहीं ऐसा जो नहीं दिखना चाहेगा।
यार तू बोल देती पहले, मैं प्रिपेयर करके आ जाता। मेरे साथ 2-3 घंटा बिता लेती, मैं इसी नोट्स दे देता था। अभी मुझे क्यों फंसा रही है, ऐसे मत कर यार। फर्ज से पाला,
हाँ मतलब फर्ज से वाला, इस तरह का कोई भी
फर्जी से पाला,
जी दोनों से,
इन वर्ड से
जी
पाला।
जी। कभी वार्तालाप हुआ ऐसा, कभी फर्ज निभाने का मौका मिला हो?
बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन है, हमारा शो भी ऐसी डीप कॉम्प्लेक्स मल्टी डिमेंशनल है, मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा।
कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे आप
फर्ज के बारे में? फर्ज का मतलब ड्यूटी होता है। जो भी हमारे रिश्ते नाते होते हैं जिंदगी में, उनकी तरफ हमें अपनी ड्यूटी निभानी होती है। कर्मा धर्मा वही होता है ना, कर्म से रिलेशंस मिलते हैं और रिलेशंस की तरफ आपका धर्म होता है। तो ये हो गया फर्ज का।
और फर्जी कभी फील हुआ इंडस्ट्री में कि फर्जी कुछ ऐसा?
फर्जी कुछ ऐसा मतलब क्या फर्जी?
कभी ऐसा लगा हो एक्सपीरियंस में कभी कि मेरे साथ फर्जी हो गया या मैंने किसी के साथ कर दिया?
मैंने किसी के साथ फर्जी कर दिया,
ऐसा कभी?
एक तो फर्जी वर्ड ऐसे सेंटेंस में कभी यूज नहीं होता है कि फर्जी हो गया, फर्जी कर दिया। फर्जी एक चीज होती है, दिस थिंग इज नॉट रियल। तो ऐसा कुछ हुआ हो जो नॉट रियल है। 20 साल से हम नॉट रियल फिल्में बना रहे हैं और लोग उसे रियल मान लेते हैं, इससे ज़्यादा क्या फर्जी हो सकता है?
शाहिद ने आपको बहुत first तो first your duty towards your family, towards everybody. I don't know what you mean by farz really. I mean that's the definition of it. Farzi is, as he said, is a thing. कुछ फर्जी है तो I don't know the relationship. I'm not understanding what to say in this.
कुछ ऐसे मतलब कभी तुमने एक नकली फर्जी विग पहन ली हो या कोई ऐसे फेक टाइप का फर्जी आदमी तुम्हारी लाइफ में आ गया हो, उसका आज मूड है, वो इस मूड में आया कि मैं ऐसा कुछ सवाल पूछूंगा। लॉजिक के पीछे मत भागो, मूड समझो इंसान का।
It's a question, of course.
Duty is to give 100% in whatever we are giving, whatever we are doing, and Farzi is not doing that.
Wow.
शाहिद भाई को, एंड आई एम रियली थैंकफुल ही obliged। और आज तक मुझे अभी भी याद है कि एक दिन तो इस नौबत पे आ गई थी जब मेरे गाल पे मेकअप ठीक नहीं हो रहा था, तो इन्होंने ब्रश हाथ से लेके खुद से मेकअप करना शुरू कर दिया। So he was so caring and so he always has watched out for me, and till date if I feel that I'm a little clueless, मेरे को किसी चीज को लेके समझ में नहीं आ रहा, not just about the show, I think that I share that bond with him, that relationship with him, where I can just message him and I call him and कि भाई मैं यहाँ पे फंस गया हूँ, tell me मैं क्या करूँ, and he still answers and he still gives me the right guidance, which I feel I'm really blessed to have an elder brother figure in Shahid bhai, and yeah.
Thanks Bhuvan, thank you so much. There's a question for Vijay.
Films I have acted, there are so many actors. That is also multi-stars only. So for your company, only the other stars and multi-stars. So actors, I respect Amol sir and I saw Bhuvan's work. So he's also a very good actor. So not only Shahid, so there are a lot of actors, and then I become and then art is a place where we are not here to compete with our co-actors. We are just collaborating and working. So it is not win-win situations. No, there is no. It's a sharing and learning, and that's how life should be. That's why I don't believe in winning a competition. I like a game. I don't want the game should be end in life. So it's like playing the game is interesting. It's winning or losing, it will end the game. So that's how I believe. Then I was hero in 2010, and then I was doing my film called Naduvula Konjam Pakkathukam Pizza. That time one of 96 director Prem was doing a film with the actor called Shahid Kapoor. So they need a character for a villain. So I recommended a few of my friends who tried chances with me. They don't like them. And then I said, narrate a story to me. If I like it, I will come and do it for you. So that was my third film, and even the director asked me, really you want to do? You already did 3 films. So I didn't have security that time also when I was entering the films. So I never had that insecurity with anybody, because I want to work with super fantastic, very talented actors, so that I can learn. So everything you can't learn and come. It's like life is throwing an experience ball. You just throw and he will throw you, and it's like sharing your thoughts. So I love to work with the God film, with the multi-stars film, and I did so many multi-stars films also. So I love working and I enjoy it. Thanks.
Thank you so much for your questions. You've been a wonderful audience.